Okay, so this is lesson 8.6 and it's on page 150. And it's definitely the weirdest lesson I think that I have taught so far in all of 8th grade. So it's noun clauses as subjects. So let's break up that whole lesson title before we begin. A noun, we know, is a person, place, or thing. The subject is who or what the sentence is about. And a clause is kind of what we're focusing on this whole section. We're not really sure yet. It's not a prepositional phrase, it's not just a group of words. It could be dependent, meaning it can depend on another part of the sentence in order to exist, or it can be independent, meaning it can stand alone. So if we have a noun clause, that could mean that it can't stand alone or it can stand alone. And as a subject, we know it's going to be who or what the sentence is about. So, for your warm up, you are going to try to complete these sentences, and they are a little bit awkward. So, go ahead and pause the video. It might take you like 5 minutes to figure this out, and that's totally okay. Pause the video and try to complete these sentences. All right, the issue with this lesson is that we do not speak this way. We hardly write this way, let alone talk this way. Therefore, this is going to be hard for all of us. So, here are some grammatically correct sentences. What we want to do is against the rules. Whether they like online classes is not important. That our public health was at stake had been obvious to everyone. So those sound a little awkward, but they are grammatically error free. There are no mistakes in any of those sentences. It's just we wouldn't say those sentences that way. We would say, it's against the rules to do what we want to do. Or it's not important if they like online classes. Or it's obvious to everyone that our public health is at stake. So it's kind of like reversing a normal sentence, but it's still correct. It's still fine. Okay, so if you read the definition at the top of page 150, it'll tell you what a noun clause is. And I briefly wrote that a noun clause is a dependent clause used as a noun. And they also wrote down a lot of the introductory words that introduce a dependent clause. That, who, whom, whoever. All of them are listed for you on page 150, so I didn't list them all on here. If you want to see the rest of them, just open your book. We are going to do the first four of exercise 1 together. On page 151, it says, identify the noun clause used as the subject in each sentence. So remember, the subject is who or what the sentence is about. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Therefore, a noun clause is a group of words that describes a person, place, or thing. So number 1, that the magician was late for Angelica's party surprised us all. It's everything before the verb. That the magician was late for Angelica's party. That's the subject. That's the complete subject. It's a noun clause. It's every word before the verb. So number 2, let's look for the pattern. What we should do next was the question. The answer is what we should do next. And that comes before the verb was. The auxiliary verb was the question. Number 3, how we could keep the children quiet was our greatest concern. How we could keep the children quiet. That comes before the helping verb or auxiliary verb was. Okay, so that's the subject. That's a noun phrase. Number 4, that they were happy playing games soon became clear. That comes before, that they were happy playing games is the noun phrase and it comes before soon became. Soon became is an adverb explaining the auxiliary or helping verb became. So it's a very strange lesson, but for exercise 2, I think you guys could do it. It says complete each sentence with an appropriate noun clause used as the subject. So if you just write something that sounds kind of funny, but it's a person, place, or thing, and spell check or Grammarly doesn't correct you, you're probably going to be correct in this lesson. So let me know if you need help.